Yes, it has. This time, behave yourself, though. No,
Your
I'm
Honor,
just kidding.
Your Honor, no promises, but I'll try.
I got you. All right, take care. Preliminary examination in person, April 28th, 2026, 9 a.m. That's before me.
My pleasure, Your Honor. It's been a while. Respectfully, Your Honor, may we set the matter for preliminary examination? Unfortunately, I've been hearing you giving out the date for the week of the 21st. I'll be in a capital trial that week, Your Honor.
All right, we can work on that. Do you have all the discovery?
As far as I know, though I have not had the opportunity to speak with the APA to date, Your Honor, with regards to possible resolution.
It's all discovery complete. That's all I need to know.
I'm
Or will
sorry, yes,
people
Your
have this available the 21st? Okay, but you're not available the 21st.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Would people have their witnesses available the 28th?
Yes, sir.
Will that work for you?
Judge, I'll make it. I'll make it work, Judge.
Asadi? On Zoom? No, not here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, thanks.
No, it's not your fault. I know whose fault it is, Miss Cannon. All right. You needed a minute to get the paperwork in.
Yes.
Probable cause conference will do April 16,
Or 6.
2026, 9 a.m. next week. Bond can
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case of the people versus Kianti Jones.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Lucas on behalf of Kianti Jones.
Your name? Kianti Jones.
We'd like a preliminary examination, Your Honor.
Discovery is complete.
My knowledge.
Would people have their witnesses available the 23rd? Preliminary examination in person, April 23rd, 2026, 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. 21st, I'm sorry. Where were we? April 21st are all of these. April 21st, 2026, 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. We're going to have to correct all of those other ones. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Daryl Gardner.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for People.
Ready, Your Honor. Robert J. Kilwell, Judge. I'm on case 0212 FY.
All right, thank you.
Assistant Public Defender Daryl Leave also on behalf of Mr. Gardner.
Daryl, would you state your name for the record?
Daryl Gardner.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, on my matter, I'm set exam.
And Your Honor, on my matter, we are waiving. Mr. Gardner, may I sign the form that I reviewed with you yesterday on your behalf?
No, we wasn't able to sign it, but I'm willing, I'm ready to sign it.
May I sign it on your behalf, sir?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right, that's a case of malicious destruction of personal or police property.
It is, Your Honor.
All right. On that case, Mr. Gardner, you're waiving preliminary examination.
Yes, sir.
You understand that a preliminary examination is a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged was committed and that you could.
Yes, sir.
You understand you'll not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution on that matter.
Yes, sir.
People also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor. There was an offer made on that case. And I put that on the record.
Yes, go ahead.
The offer was to waive up to circuit court on people that agree not to add an individual.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over to circuit court on the single count.
Your Honor, we acknowledge receipt of the information. We waive formal reading and ask for a pretrial date, please.
Your client standing mute.
Yes, Your Honor.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be set for
April 20th at 1:30.
April 20th, 2026, 1:30 before Judge Hammoud.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Excuse me, what time will it be, sir? What time will the court be? April 20th?
For that case, it's going to be April 20th at 1:30.
At 1:30, all right. Thank you.
Before Judge Hammoud. All right, fine, we can continue on that case. And then on the other matter, Discovery is complete.
Yes, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available the 21st.
We'll do our best, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person, April 21st, 2026, 9 a.m. before Judge Garwood.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Thank you.
They're all coming to see you in a couple days.
All right, Bob, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Court calls the case, People versus Walter Peterson, 2 cases.
Raymond Cook for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Ellman on behalf of Mr. Peterson on both matters.
No.
Mr. Peterson, can you please state your name for the record?
Walter Peterson.
Waiving on both of these.
That's correct, Your Honor. You should have 2 signed forms.
I do. Sir, you're waiving your right to a preliminary examination?
Yes.
You understand that that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged in each case was committed and that you committed it.
Yes.
You understand you will not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes.
Will also waive the right.
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, this is an offer record as well.
May.
The offer was made to waive up to circuit court plead to the felonious assault charge in exchange for dismissal of the retail fraud, as well as there's an option being held open for the defendant to pay restitution on 2 other retail fraud matters in exchange for those cases not being.
Understood. Is that a correct statement, Mr. Ellman?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over to circuit court on both counts.
Your Honor, we would stand mute and waive any formal reading.
And in every way, formal reading, standing mute to both cases. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set in each matter.
April 21st at 1:30 with Judge Coleman.
April 21st, 2026, 1:30. Judge Conkey.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Bond will continue.
I'll talk to you soon.
Court calls case of the People versus Alyssa Arbiter.
Morning, Your Honor. Hannah Mackey, permission to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under Senior Public Defender Joy Gaines.
Under who?
Senior Assistant Public Defender Joy Gaines.
Oh, Miss Gaines. All right, I'll let it go. Permission to practice is granted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Arbiter should be appearing via Zoom.
Ms. Arbiter, can you state your name, please?
Oh, she's muted.
Yes.
Alyssa
Yeah.
Arbiter.
There you go. Okay. All right, we're good.
I would like to set this matter for exam.
Discovery complete.
Your Honor, it was my understanding before that the previous prosecutor assigned to the case was going to possibly dismiss this case today. That's why we adjourned it last time. If no media existed to this point, there's still no media. However, the new prosecutor is on it. They just want to look into the case before deciding anything.
They want to what?
Look into the case to see if a dismissal is warranted or not, or what they want to do.
So what?
Honor, the video does not exist. We have the witnesses ready to proceed to exam.
It was relayed to us at last PCC that if no discovery was there, he would dismiss the case. And that's why we adjourned it again instead of setting it that time.
So we're just gonna set.
Yeah, so we're setting it now. But there's no video, I'm just,
There's no further discovery of this.
no.
People have their witnesses available the 21st.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person, April 21st, 2026, 9 a.m. That is before Judge Washington.
Thank you.
Bond will continue. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Court calls the cases of the People versus Mario Crawford.
Your Honor, Raymond.
Good morning, Your Honor. Veronica Glenn on behalf of Mr. Crawford. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Mario Crawford, John. Thanks. What are we doing?
We would like to adjourn for sobriety court screening.
For sobriety court?
Yes.
How far are we along on that process?
That is a very good question.
It's a good question.
Yes.
I know. That's why I asked it. Who are you looking for?
Cannon.
Bishop, can you find Cannon?
She's right outside.
Miss Cannon?
I'm not fine.
Mr. Crawford's just fine, but you left Miss Glenn up here without all of the information that apparently you may possess. What? What?
But it was Joy's fault.
Nothing is Joy's fault. Judge,
Stephanie Cannon on behalf of Mr. Crawford. Your Honor, Mr. Crawford, I have been in touch with the staff. I think we've come up with a decent plan. There's paperwork that needs to be submitted that I have to get a signature on. He was supposed to have been screened for sobriety court. I didn't do that. It wasn't me, but now I know we're gonna get it done.
all right, how much time do we need to try to get all of that done so we can get Mr. Crawford's case moving?
Your Honor, I'm gonna submit the paperwork today. I just need his signature in a couple of spots as it relates to that.
I mean,
And-
somebody's gonna have to make an assessment. Which sobriety court are we looking at?
Your Honor, I believe the one downtown would be better based on where he lives.
Got it. All right. Probable cause conference, I'll adjourn to April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Let's get it done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford.
All right, that was a good.
Court calls case People versus Tony Bailey. You got to keep moving.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
And I'm acting on behalf of Mr. Bailey.
Your name, sir?
Tony Warren Bailey, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Long time no see.
Been a minute.
It has. How you been?
You're doing great. You
Uh,
probably could be doing better. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here like this, right?
exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Your Honor, we're adjourning this matter. We're just waiting for some media to come in.
Sir,
We're waiting for media to come in.
how soon is that going to be?
Your Honor, I reached out to the officer. They
Can we
indicated
video?
they're
The video
going to
camera
this
and that.
survey.
Thank you.
I have that is, so if they have it, they'll get to us quick.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Honor.
Bond continued. All right. Thank you, Mr. Bailey. Court calls case People versus David Grayson.
Hello, Water Assistant Prosecuting Attorney for the people.
Mr. Grayson. So I have names on this.
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize, Mr. Grayson. I did not hear your name being called. Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. We are requesting an adjournment for Mr. Grayson. We are, and having reviewed our case file, we are in need of some additional discovery that we need to request from the prosecutor's office. I was just having Mr. Bishop and I were just in the process of doing the green sheet for Mr. Grayson, as you call it.
Read the green sheet. Can you state your name, please, sir?
David Richard Grayson.
Thank you. Probable cause conference will be adjourned to April 23rd, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond will can. Thank you, sir. Court calls case of the People versus Jeffrey Ball.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Veronica Glenn on behalf of Mr. Wainwright.
Oh. Oh.
Funny call.
Oh, my goodness. On behalf of Mr. Ball,
What's your name, sir?
Jeffrey Ball.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we would like to adjourn for mitigation.
How you doing?
For this.
How did that?
Probable cause April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m. Okay. Bond will continue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Antonio Guy.
Raymond Cook with people.
Mr. Glenn, on behalf of Mr. Guyton, can you state your name for the record, please?
Antonio Guy.
Sir.
Your Honor, we would like to adjourn for mitigation.
Is this the only case he's locked up on, or
This is the only case that we have.
only case that's holding you here, sir?
Washington County yet.
Pardon?
For Washington County yet.
You have other.
Yeah, I got something in Wayne probation.
Probable cause conference April 23rd, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Court calls case People versus Rashan. Vanora.
Yeah.
People.
Really? Where's Bukovich?
Spukovich.
So, Your Honor.
Oh, there you are. It's okay. Thank you for listening to me. You don't know who I called, do you?
Is it Mr. Bangor?
It is.
At this time, Your Honor, we are requesting an adjournment for the purposes of obtaining outstanding video discovery.
All right. Bangor? Okay, there you are. You turned on your camera. State your name, sir.
Rashan Bangor.
Will the 30th be enough time for you, sir?
I think so.
Sir, I'm going to adjourn your matter to April 30th.
All right.
2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
All right. Good looking. Good looking. Yeah.
Thank you.
Doing the 2. I know I'm doing the 3. All right.
Court calls the case. People versus Derek Hurd.
Jacob Kennedy from People, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may it please the court, George Lyons appearing on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Hurd.
You got to get out of the way, Dari. Got to get through. Your name, sir?
Hurd, Derek Hurd.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Respectfully, Your Honor, may we set the matter for preliminary examination? Unfortunately, I've been hearing you giving out the date for the week of the 21st. I'll be in a capital trial that week, Your Honor.
All right, we can work on that. Do you have all the discovery?
As far as I know, though I have not had the opportunity to speak with the APA to date, Your Honor, with regards to possible resolution.
We can certainly have a conversation with the attorney.
Is all discovery complete? That's all I need to know.
I'm
Or will
sorry,
people
yes,
have their witnesses available the 21st?
We do.
Okay, but you're not available the 21st.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Would people have their witnesses available the 28th?
Yes, sir.
Will that work for you?
Judge, I'll make it work, Judge.
Preliminary examination in person, April 28th, 2026, 9 a.m. That's before me.
It will be a pleasure, Your Honor. It's been a while.
Yes, it has. This time, behave yourself, though. No,
Your
I'm
Honor,
just kidding.
Your Honor, no promises, but I'll try.
I got you. All right, take care. Fine, continue.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Court calls the case, People versus Troy Swope.
I need to speak to Brian, because I didn't see him sitting back here. He's fascinating.
I'll pass it. Court calls the case, People versus Vernon Brock.
Raymond Cook for the people.
Brock via Zoom. Mr. Brock,
State your name.
Yes, I'm here. Vanora, Eugene Brock.
I have before me a plea form that indicates the defendant will be pleading to an added count 2 of receipt and concealment, 200 to 1,000, the 1-year offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. There is also an indication that the prosecutor will recommend sentence under HIDA. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
that's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So, Brock, can you raise your right hand, please, sir? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
State your name, please.
My name is Vanora, Eugene Brock, Jr.
All right, you can put your hand down. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of receipt and concealment of stolen property, 200 to 1,000. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Understanding that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
Signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Looking at paragraph 5, you understand that those are your trial rights. You'd be waiving all those rights, including those rights contained under paragraph 5.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes, I'm on probation.
Were you on probation at the time of this offense?
No. Wait.
Was it-
You were not? Your
No,
counsel's
no,
indicating. All right. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
February 23rd, 2024, at the location of 2201 Hogback Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. What did you do that makes you think that you're guilty?
I was found with someone else's personal information, and I knew that it didn't belong to me, Your Honor.
Okay, so you got personal identifying information of another individual?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you took that information?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'd have to accept a plea to the higher charge because I'm not sure how I'm going to have a value attached.
I think that's fine. I think there's also some additional factual basis that could be laid if necessary, but I'm fine with facts as laid out.
Okay. Sir, I do have to advise you that if I accept your plea, that if you commit misconduct between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, that you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and nor would the court be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A1 probation. Sentencing in this matter will be May 13, 2026, 9 a.m. That is before me. Bond will continue. Thank you, sir. Make sure to contact probation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Patrick.
Thank you.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Jimmy Perry.
People.
David I. Goldstein appearing on behalf of the defendant. Jimmy Perry.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I was just retained in this matter yesterday. I don't even have the police reports yet. So we're asking for an adjournment to the 30th.
You want the 30th or 23rd?
The next 2 weeks I'm in trial, Your Honor.
Without objection, probable cause conference will be adjourned April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Thank you.
Are you ready on Swope yet or?
Yes, Your Honor, of course.
Court,
Sure on the waiver. So.
court recalls the case People of the State of Michigan versus Troy Swope.
David I. Goldstein appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Your name, sir? Troy Swope. Mr. Swope, you're waiving your right to a preliminary examination?
There is an agreement, Your Honor, that if Mr. Swope waives exam and resolves this matter in circuit court, there will not be a charge of malicious destruction brought that is presently in the prosecutor's office.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. So, sir, you're waiving your right to a preliminary examination?
You have to speak up.
Yes. You understand that that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged was committed and that you committed it.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you'll not have that hearing, you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes, Your Honor.
You'll also waive the right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over to circuit court on a single count.
Your Honor, we acknowledge receipt of an information in this matter. My client waives its reading, stands mute, asked that a not guilty plea be entered.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for
June 3rd, 1:30 with Judge Conlon.
June 3rd, 2026, 1:30 for Judge Conlon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond continued. Court calls the case of the People versus Rayon Reed.
Your Honor, reading for the people.
Morning. Saxa for Rayon Reed. Mr. Reed, state your name for the court.
Rashan Reed.
Why did he, when he came back off the furlough, why did he the PBT?
He didn't.
Right.
I recall that the court ordered it and then he refused.
All right. Go on.
Oh, Your Honor, I did submit a stipulation order for release to treatment. Excuse me. I would also ask for an amendment to his bond. He has a personal bond currently, and I would ask for a nominal bond, $100, 10%, allowing him to get jail credit. And still be ordered to treatment with the GPS tether.
But what am I doing with the case?
Asking for an adjournment to give him time to get into treatment and see if we can get a resolution.
I'll adjourn April 30th, 2020, 9 a.m. I would indicate that I'll reset his bond at $5,000, 10% bond.
Your Honor, in that case, then Mr. has indicated that he does not want the bond revoked because, you can get your. Yeah, he'll accept the bond as is, as you just ordered.
I will sign the release to treatment on a GPS unless there's some objection from the people.
No, Your Honor. So
I would also indicate that prior to his release, defendants to go over and take a drug test. At community corrections. That's in regard to his release on the furlough. Still don't understand why he wouldn't take a BBT. That's a concern. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the cases of the people versus Deian Bird.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people. Thank you.
I have a DV.
Good morning, Your Honor. That's the Republican for the people.
Your name?
Jan Bird.
Mr. Bird, you are before the court on 2 felony complaints. Case ending in 0228. That alleges that on or about August 9th, 2024, at location of 8790 MacArthur Boulevard, Superior Township, that you did commit the offense of stalking on an Erica Demerson Bird. You understand? Actually, aggravated stalking. You understand the nature of that charge, sir?
Yes.
That's a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration and $10,000 fine plus court costs. Probation could be ordered for any term of years not less than 5. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Count 2 on that complaint alleges the offense of malicious telecommunications service involving a domestic relationship. You understand that charge, sir?
Yes.
Misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court costs. Understand that?
Yes.
On the other case, the case ending in 0229, that alleges that on or about August 10th, 2024, at the location, same location of 8790 MacArthur Boulevard in Superior Township, that you did that time also commit the offense of stalking or aggravated stalking. You understand that charge?
Yes.
Felony, 5 years, $10,000 fine plus court cost, probation for not less than 5 years. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
The other is also the same charge of malicious use of a telecommunications device involving a domestic relationship. Misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months, $1,000 fine plus court costs. You understand all of that, sir?
Yes.
First question I have for you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
This is a public defender case.
Yes, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Mr. Bird.
You waive for further formal reading.
Yes, we will wait further formal reading, be standing mute as to the charges.
And then having waived formal reading, standing mute as to the charges. I'll set a probable cause conference in this matter for
April 30th.
MP. April 23rd, 2026, 9 a.m. As to bond.
Your Honor, in this case, is the court to proceed at the bond information form from office.
I believe I am. Yes, I am.
For the record, Your Honor, we're requesting a $50,000 surety bond, as well as a GPS tether with a hot zone of 8790 MacArthur Boulevard in Castellian.
We
are with a criminal contact, with the victim, as well as the conditions, including those that firearms and or other
that work.
weapons, based on this being a domestic offense. Your Honor, in this case, defendant, was texting the victim friendly messages using his mom's phone to tell the victim, some of the threatening messages included, like, you didn't see.
Yeah, so I was
Keep talking, you bitch. Gonna learn to call my name and issue your mouth. Don't be home. Victim, this is a reauthorization, Your Honor. So initially the cases were dismissed. However, defendant made the decision to continue his harassment of the victim, repeatedly. And so here we are again. This time the case is not just going to disappear. So with all Your Honor, that is.
Your Honor, at this time, I would be requesting a personal contents bond on my client's behalf, as indicated by APA Tanha. This is a reauthorization. These cases were already litigated. He is here purposely availing himself to the court today to handle these matters. He is not running away from these matters, as indicated, he is here standing next to me right now. He does have full-time gainful employment. I do not believe there would be any issues of any no contact or no go to orders. At this time, Your Honor, based upon the fact that my client is here trying to get these matters handled on reauthorized cases, I believe a personal contents bond would be appropriate.
Right. Well, as to the conditions of the defendant's release, I would indicate, first of all, that there is to be no use and or possession of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
You are not to leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. I will also indicate that you are not to purchase, possess a firearm, ammunition, dangerous weapon, or anything fashioned to be a weapon. You understand that?
Yes.
You are ordered not to assault, terrorize, frighten, intimidate, threaten, harass, molest, or stalk anyone. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
I will also indicate that you are not to have contact by any means whatsoever with Erica Jimerson Bird. You understand that?
Yes.
And when I say no contact, I mean absolutely no contact except with a civil standby. You shall not attempt to have any direct or indirect contact with that person, either through others or through yourself. You're not to do that with any electronic communication that's including but not limited to phone, email, texting, internet, and you are not to mention that person on social media or on the internet. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
I'm also going to indicate that you are not to go to the 8790 MacArthur Boulevard. You understand that?
Yes.
Except with a civil standby. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
You are not to violate any criminal law. You are to personally appear at all court proceedings. You understand that these conditions that I've given would apply whether you're in custody or you are released. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
I am going to, for a review of the bond sheet, everything, I am going to set the defendant's bond at about $50,000 cash surety on each case. Defendant is ordered remanded. If defendant is released, he's to be placed upon a home confinement GPS tether. Thank you. Yes.
It's guy. It's the Deian.
Court does call the case People versus Mamadou Diallo.
Hello, I'm here.
Listening plug Senator Don Filippo for Mr. Diallo.
Yeah, this is Mamadou Diallo.
Mr. Diallo?
Yes. Hello?
What? Mr. Diallo?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, now I can hear you, sir.
How you doing?
All right.
Your Honor, we're requesting adjournment. I have reached out to the prison where Mr. Diallo is housed, both by email and over the phone. Unfortunately, I've not been able to make contact with anyone at the prison. We have sent a letter yesterday that we hope will enable us to make contact with Mr. Diallo.
Mr. Diallo, I'm going to adjourn your case out April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. All right, sir?
All right. Is there any way I could take my lawyer's number real quick?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Court calls the case of the People versus Marcus Jones.
Depends on whether it's in the prosecuting attorney for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Davi Liba on behalf of Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, can you tell the court your name, sir?
Marcus Jones.
You're requesting an adjournment.
I am, Your Honor, and I would also like to address bond, please.
Adjourn the matter to April 23rd, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. Apologies, I did miss the date.
23rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. With regard to bond, Mr. Jones indicates that he does have housing he could stay at 727 Miller Avenue. Does tell me that he does urgently need to sign paperwork to maintain that housing. He does assure me that he'll work with CMH if released and will comply with any and all recommendations made by CMH. We would have no objection to attracting to assure appearance. And Mr. Jones has explained that his previous court date was missed due to a mix-up involving a date being rescheduled.
What date being rescheduled?
What Mr. Jones has explained to me is that there was apparently a date that was rescheduled due to a snow issue, and that as a result of that, he was not aware of the rescheduled date.
Response.
He's already failed to appear in court. His charge is resisting, so he's failing to comply with the order. So, police, we requested a bond of $5,000 cash security at the time of this initial arraignment before he actually missed court. That bond remains as set.
If the bond reduction is denied, bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Anthony Mullins.
And overwater assistance prosecuting attorney.
And I'm back on behalf of Mr. Mullins.
Let's see. Mr. Mullins, unmute and state your name, sir. We can unmute him. There he is. Mr. Mullins, can you state your name? Lost the photo. I don't have a picture of him now.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I think he's on the other side.
Mr. Mullins? I saw him for a minute. I'm going to pass that. I don't know what's happened. Court calls case People versus James Richmond.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Fifelski appearing on behalf of Mr. Approaching. Please.
Hi, my name is James Richmond.
Your Honor, all discovery is in. We'd ask the court to set this for preliminary examination.
People have their witnesses available the 21st.
Still in.
Preliminary examination will be set in person, April 21st, 2026, 9 a.m. That's before Judge Garwood. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Nara Coleman.
And I'm back on behalf of Mrs. Coleman. Again, Zoom, Your Honor.
Nara Coleman.
Hi,
Hello. State your name, please.
Naira Coleman.
All right. What do we?
Your Honor, would like to set this matter for exam.
All discovery is complete.
Yes.
People have their witnesses available the 21st. Preliminary examination will be set in person, April 21st, 2026, 9 a.m. That's before Judge Washington.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond continued. Thank you.
We'll be in touch, Ms. Coleman.
Okay,
Court calls
thank you.
case says Andrea Tippins.
Morning, Your Honor.
Oh, he was here. You guys see Mr. Johnson? I saw him on. Your name, ma'am?
Andrea Tiffin.
Okay, your attorney was appearing via Zoom. He was on, but now I not see. You don't see him in the waiting. All right. So what I'll have to do, ma'am, is we'll take you back. I'll bring you back out once we get. Court calls the case People versus Castellian, Cotton, Roberson. Robert.
And Assistant Public Defendant Nicholas Bukovich for Mr. Cotton Robinson, who should be over Zoom.
Sir, state your name.
Cotton.
Okay.
We'll be asking for adjournment for in both cases. A offer was extended. I just need time to discuss that with my client.
All right. I'll adjourn both of his cases to April 30th.
Yep.
April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Walker.
Your Honor, maybe for people.
There is. David I. Goldstein appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Your name, sir?
David Book.
You're requesting a forensic.
Yes, Your Honor.
Forensic evaluation is ordered. I'll set a conference for
July 10,
9th.
9.
July 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Are you ready?
Thank you very much. Court calls case People versus Mohammed Dari. You got to keep moving, sir.
Your Honor, Raymond.
Public defender, Chinazi Kath and Ruby, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Mohammed Dari, who is approaching.
Just 2 days in a row. 3 days in a row?
I was here Tuesday. How'd you get already?
It was more painful. This is a certain amount of pain. You're right.
You got a little glow today though, Judge, so
I'm sorry, what?
you had 3 doses of me this week. That's good.
Sometimes life is. All right.
Sure.
Mohammed Dari.
Your Honor, we're requesting an adjournment. I'd like to get some mitigation over to the people for Mr. Dari. There has been an offer extended, but I'd like to see if we could do a little better.
April 30th,
Okay, thank
2026, 9 a.m. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Fine, continue. Court recalls the case of the People versus Anthony Mullins.
The water system.
Troy Kane, Senior Assistant Public Defender, representing Mr. Mullins. Your Honor, we're asking for,
Hold on a second. We've got your back, Mr. Mullins, but we're trying to get you unmuted here, sir.
All right, we
Okay,
should be
there-
good.
Yeah,
All right.
state your name, sir.
Anthony Mullins.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we are asking for an adjournment. We do not have discovery in this matter yet. We also are in the process of getting clearance so that we can meet with Mr. Mullins in custody.
Okay. So you're trying to get clearance to get through to meet with him?
Yes,
How much time would you need to try to get that done? Because
as well as to get the discovery. For the clearance, maybe 3 weeks.
okay, and then discovery. You want?
If there is
go
a
ahead.
fee offer,
What'd you say?
I say, I mean, I was supposed to already get home. If there is a plea offered, I'm sure there will be. I really don't have to see them. I could do that now. I'm pretty sure. I'm assuming it would be a plea to time served. And I would.
I don't know if there is an offer.
At this time,
Okay.
there,
So
not.
thanks for trying to speed it up,
Okay.
but it's not gonna work.
Yep. That's
Hey.
all right.
Want the 30th or the 7th?
On the 30th, please.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
All right. Thanks,
Thank you,
sir.
Ron.
Thank
Thank
you.
Mr. Mullins.
Yep. Thank you.
Court calls the case of the people versus Lewis Gaines.
Ready, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Hoping no relation to.
Thank you. She didn't hear that, Your Honor.
No.
I'm hoping not either. Right up here, sir. When you can make your way up.
Ricky.
Okay.
Your name, sir?
Lewis Gaines the third.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, respectfully request an adjournment. I was just appointed on one matter yesterday, and so to keep tracking together, I'd be requesting adjournment also, and I need to get discovery and review that with my client.
23rd or 30th?
30th, please.
Probable cause will be adjourned April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Well, that's it, all.
Court calls the case, people versus Vasquez Davis.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Assistant Public Defender, Chinata Cherry, Community, on behalf of Mr. Vasquez Davis, because he should be on Zoom.
Sir, state your name.
Yes, sir. My name is Vasquez Davis. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. Yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Judge, we're asking for, I do have a green sheet here. We're asking for an adjournment on Mr. Davis's case. The people have been very patient with us in regards to getting our mitigation information over to them. I do have a draft completed that I plan to send today.
Haven't complained about your.
They have not complained.
Okay.
The cook has been.
Oh, it's Mr. Cook. He's patient.
He is patient.
I'm not so.
I understand, Judge.
Okay. So how soon are you?
I will get it to him today, Judge.
Doesn't I want to?
Oh.
Now, I like this story. I didn't even talk late.
Probable cause will be adjourned April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Continue. Okay, Mr. Davis. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Have a nice day, sir.
You too. Court calls the case, people versus Darde Sander. Your case.
Good morning. And we have.
Your name?
Darde Sanders. Your Honor, and have two requests. The first request is that both matters be set for a preliminary exam. And
All discovery complete.
yes, Your Honor.
We do have these. Get that for some. So I will get that sent to her ASAP. Not complete, but we do send her exam. I will.
Yeah, I don't think that would interfere with the time frame. We should have it by the exam.
Okay, you don't get an adjournment if for whatever reason it's not there. All right. Would the people have their witnesses available the 21st?
Do our best.
Preliminary examination will be set the 21st, 2026, 9 a.m. before Judge Garwood on both matters.
And the other request we have is my client would like me to address bond, Your Honor.
Go ahead briefly.
Okay, Your Honor, the chain of circumstances from the last bond argument is that my client is the caretaker for her uncle, Mr. Joe Robinson, who's actually in
the gallery today. I've had an opportunity to speak with him. He's 82. He is having some liver issues that will require surgery. He's actually explained to me that he declined to have surgery at this time because Ms. Sanders is incarcerated. He explained to me that Ms. Sanders could live with him. We have the address here. It's local. She also has a friend of the family here, Mr. Benson, who is also here to support her, ensure that she stays on the narrow. Ms. Sanders explains to me she's willing to go on a tether, and that she has been pursuing her education through Washtenaw County Community College. So we're asking that a bond reduction or a PR bond be allowed, Your Honor.
Response.
Your Honor. Frankly, this event has teachers assaulted, one involving minor issue. I would simply ask that the bond was made the same as the exam. Yeah.
It's my understanding that the children are not in the current 401 address where my client will be going to. I think that they're being looked after. There's also a neglect.
Whom?
Sister. I'm sorry, sister. Her sister. So she's not having any kind of direct contact with the children at this time.
Motion for bond reduction denied. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Of course, we'll raise it after exam.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case, People versus Amanda Dickinson.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joy Gaines, Senior Assistant Public Defender representing Ms. Dickinson. Your Honor, is Ms. Dickinson on Zoom? I received a message that she was having trouble getting on Zoom.
I have somebody, Amanda here.
Great.
Dickinson?
Hello,
Hello, state your name.
Amanda Dickinson.
What are we doing?
We would like an adjournment so that we can complete our investigation. I do have a green sheet for Ms. Dickinson here.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned April 30th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you. Court does call the case of the People versus Warner Ali Thomas.
What is this precedent?
Assistant Public Defender Davi on behalf of Mr. Ali Thomas. Mr. Ali Thomas, can you tell the judge your name, sir?
Warner Victor Ali Thomas.
In this matter, I have a plea form that indicates that the defendant would be pleading no contest to the charge of attempted resisting and obstructing a first responder, police officer, first responder, that he would be pleading no contest to that charge, a 1-year offense. Upon his successful plea to that charge, counts 1 through 3 in this case would be dismissed. 15th District Court Case 260034, which is a trespassing case, would also be dismissed. 15th District Court Case 260048 SM would be dismissed. And count 2, a 15th District Court Case 260033 would be dismissed. The defendant is also agreeing to plead to attempted resisting and obstructing in that 15th District Court case of 260033 SM. He agrees to pay restitution to be determined for all dismissed counts from the cases referenced in this document. There is also an agreement of a sentencing agreement that he will be sentenced to probation. That's the court's full understanding of his agreement.
And that is correct, Your Honor.
That is correct.
May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand.
You solemnly swear and affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
State
I
your
got as
name
well.
for the record.
Warner Victor Ali Thomas.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading no contest to the charge of attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer or first responder. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes.
Two things about it I have to make sure that you understand. The first thing is it means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that? Second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that? You understand that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge and you would be sentenced before Judge Garwood in the 15th District Court.
Yes.
Basis for the no contest plea?
Lack of memory, Your Honor.
So, sir, to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind. You signed an advice of rights form or had one signed on your behalf. Any questions regarding those rights? You understand that you're giving up all of those rights, the rights contained under paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium.
Yes.
Search our rights. You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
Doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
Court has been handed and has reviewed Ann Arbor Police Department report for their case number 268877. Any objection to the court reviewing that report?
None from the defense, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which could determine the defendant's guilt of these offenses. Sir, I do have to apprise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None known to the defense, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court?
You have, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to count 4. Counts 1 through 3 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 15th District Court probation. Sentencing will be
April 28th at 9 a.m.
April 28, 2026, 9 a.m. before Judge Garwood.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I did want to address bond if possible.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Ali Thomas is currently being held on a $100 10% bond in this matter. I believe that was set as a nominal bond arising out of it being held in the 3-3 matter in the 15th District Court, which is to be dismissed as a result of the agreement made today. He does have housing he would be able to return to upon release, he tells me. And he additionally would like to begin looking for work. So for those of you that are trying to reduction to a personal recognizance bond.
Any response?
If we held on cases hasn't been dismissed yet, it's not something else. It's maybe the court's discretion.
When is that case out?
It's already had
I can check, Your Honor.
court with her yesterday. So this,
What did they give you a new date?
yeah, it'll be Wednesday. I'll be seeing
This Wednesday.
I'll be seeing 40 p.m. Saturday.
He indicates this Wednesday, Your Honor, but I can double check that.
Wednesday? Well, what I'm going to do, it's going to be Wednesday. Sentencing to the 28th. I'll grant it. He's not going to get out at this point, but I'll set his bond to a $5,000 personal recognizance.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Record. He's up on the 15th on the RNO, but that case is not being dismissed. I think that's the case he's pleading to count on. That case will still be pending. I mean,
Right, but that's before Judge Garwood, right?
correct.
So she'll be able to make a determination, but this won't be in the way because this one's not going to get before until the 28th. That's why we met.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case, People versus Michael Moore.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Is he in Zoom or is he here?
I'm sorry, he's here.
Okay. Do they have him?
God bless you.
You don't have him, you got him or? Okay.
Mr. Moore. Joy Gaines, Senior Assistant Public Defender, with and on behalf of Mr. Moore.
Your name, sir?
Michael Spencer Moore.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we are in the process of contacting counsel for the misdemeanor matters that Mr. Moore has pending as well, in hopes of coming to a global resolution.
All right. So what do you wish me to?
We are asking for an adjournment. I thought I had done a green sheet on this matter, but I did not, Your Honor. Apologize.
Okay, here are the misdemeanor cases.
15th District Court.
Don't know when they're up. I mean, I can put this to the 23rd, but
That would be fine. Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
I'll adjourn all these matters into April 23rd, 2026, 9 a.m. Hopefully we can get a moment. All right, fine, we'll continue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls case, People versus Destiny Skurlock.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
An Assistant Public Defender Jay Bellinger on behalf of Ms. Skurlock, who is present via Zoom. Ms. Skurlock, can you please state your name for the record?
Destiny Skurlock.
Thank
And
you.
Your Honor, I have reached out in terms of an offer here. I'm just waiting to hear back, so I'm just requesting a brief adjournment on this.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned April 23rd, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you. Court calls case, People versus Mary Pablo-Wuena.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Miss Mary Pablo-Wuena, who is now approaching. Once you get to the podium, please state your name for the record, Mary.
I'm Mary Grayson, Pablo-Wuena.
Thank you.
At this time, Your Honor, will be setting this matter for preliminary examination. To my knowledge, all discovery is complete.
All right. And people have their witnesses available the 21st.
Your best, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person, April 21st, 2026, 9 a.m. That's before Judge Washington. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Court calls case, People versus Cameron Calvert.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Carolyn Foster Tucker on behalf of Cameron Calvert.
Your name? Cameron Calvert.
And Your Honor, we're requesting an adjournment for time for defense to review discovery.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned 30/2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. It's Court does call.
In this courtroom session, the judge moves quickly through multiple cases, showing how fast-paced and structured real court proceedings can be. Many defendants request more time, and the judge grants adjournments to allow attorneys to review evidence, negotiate deals, or prepare properly. One intense moment comes when a defendant facing multiple serious charges, including stalking and harassment, is brought before the court. The judge carefully explains each charge and then sets strict bond conditions, including no contact with the victim, no weapons, no leaving the state, and a $50,000 bond with GPS home confinement. This shows how seriously the court takes repeat behavior and potential threats, making it clear that violating these conditions will lead to even harsher consequences. At the same time, the court ensures the defendant understands every rule before moving forward. Question: do you think strict bond conditions like GPS and no contact orders are enough to protect victims? If you enjoy real courtroom moments like this, like the video and subscribe for more